Good morning, grade 2s. I hope you're all well and slept well last night. This week for mathematics, we're going to be focusing on decomposing once again, going back to breaking the numbers up into tens and units. But we're going to be doing it a little bit differently. We're going to be using a method by adding numbers together using decomposing into tens and units. Watch what I mean. I'm just going to give you one or two numbers now that I'm going to decompose. Just numbers, no sums. So, when you see the number 14, I want you to decompose it. Now you're thinking, what does she mean? I would like you to break it up into tens and units. What does that stand for? How many tens are there? There's one 10. So there's a 10. And how many units are there? 4. That is decomposing the number 14 into tens and units. Have a good look at it. Just get my duster. Right, we're going to look at another one, grade 2s. Think carefully. There is the number 23. Now I'm going to decompose 23. I break it up into tens. How many tens are there? 2. So it is 20 and a 3. I'm not saying 2, 3. I'm saying 23. That is decomposing. This week our focus is going to be on sums, showing your thinking. Now in maths grade 2s, it's very important that we see what you are thinking, so you need to write your methods down. If you don't write it down, we don't know what you're thinking and what steps you are taking to get to the answer. And in maths, I also want to let you know, sweethearts, that there are very many different ways of getting to an answer. And that's fine in mathematics. Mathematics is all about figuring things out. So use your different steps to get to the answer, but always show how your brain is thinking, because you might be thinking differently to someone else and you get to the same answer. Then when we get back to class, we'll be able to share and discuss methods. This, for today and tomorrow, I'd like you to use the method I'm about to show you. Now, some of you are very quick with mathematics and you say, oh, I'm going to take the number chart and just add 14 plus 14. Yes, today I'm saying no number charts allowed. We're taking the number charts away because we're going to decompose the numbers and add them together. 14 is that's right, 10 plus 4. It's a plus sum. This 14 decomposed is a 10 plus a 4. Very good. So now you've decomposed 14 plus 14 into a 10 plus a 4 plus a 10 plus a 4. I can even put little plus signs in there if I want to, because that all makes sense. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take out the tens and put them together. You're going to group them. How do you know it's a 10? It will always end with a 0. So I'm going to draw a circle around it. 10 plus 10 is 20. Write it down. So there you've used your 2 tens. Plus, what is left? Never forget your units. 4 plus 4 are your units. And 4 plus 4 is 8. Now you've taken the sum without using your number chart. You've decomposed it nicely into tens and units. And you end up with 20 plus 8 equals 28. And you can go and pop your answer back in. And there you showed your steps very, very nicely. A good idea for some children is to use colored pencil crayons or Kokies or anything that you have so that you can actually see the tens and see the units. Right, I'm going to do one more example. Now, listen carefully to the words as I say them, and it'll make decomposing a lot easier. Right, the addition sum is 34 plus 22. We are asking you as your teachers to please decompose, add and decompose using the tens and units method, breaking it up. So you're going to break up 34 into, what am I saying? 34. And you're going to decompose 22 there. You showed us this middle step, which is so important. Now the next step, you group the tens. What was the clue that I gave you about the tens? They end with zeros. So there is a 10 and there is a 10 because they end with zeros. So you write it down. 30 plus 20 equals 30 plus 20 you can count on in tens. 30, 40, 50. Yay, you've done the 10 successfully and you haven't needed to look at your number chart yet. Now don't forget to go back because we haven't done the units. The 4 plus the 2 are your units, so we write it down. 4, plus 2, and 4 plus 2, you don't need your number chart, is 6. Have a look, I'm putting it in its place. Now you have to just write down 50 plus 6 equals 56. Ta-da! You've got your answer, you carry it up, and you put your answer in there. So you've added for me decomposing into tens and units, and you've showed us all the steps so that we know exactly that you understand tens and units. I think I might do one more for clarification, grade 2s. But now I'm not going to talk so much. I'm going to let you watch and follow. There is your sum. Step 1, decompose. Very good. You decompose both numbers. Next step, take out the tens. Wonderful. You showed us the steps. Next step, don't forget about the units. Do your final addition sum by showing us the tens and units. Here they are. I'll draw a square for you to have a see them. There they are. Ta-da! You've discovered your answer. Biddy, 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 biddy. Carry it back to the top and fill it in. And that's what we'd like you to do. You do not need to print the worksheets this week. You can look at the sums that I give each morning, and then you can just write them into your duck book or onto a piece of paper and show us every single step so that we know you understand. I hope this helps you and enjoy it by breaking up numbers and adding. Thank you, grade 2s.